Hi everyone. I'm just going to do a quick share on my little Mixed Media Morsels book that I've done. And I'm going to do this kind of quick because I think we're about to get a really bad storm here. So, first of all, I just want to say that I appreciate Cathy doing this. And she's really come up with some really cute ideas. What I've got here is a little composition book, and that's what I'm using. Of course, anybody can use whatever they want. For the cover, I used washi tape on green cardstock, and then I cut them up into pieces, and then just put them on like tiles. And this is the back side. The first Mixed Media Morsel, which is this one here on the left, is a plastic wrap background, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details about it because what I'll do is link Cathy's channel below, and you can see each one that we've done and the technique and process. So all I'm doing right here is just running through these pages real quick. So this one here on the left is done with a plastic wrap and acrylic paint. The second one here is called Collage, and we did a lot of collaging here. This one on the left, and I see where it got stuck. This one on the left is Alcohol Background, and the one on the right is called Glue Resist Background. And mine didn't turn out really good. I've seen other people's pages, and they were so beautiful. And I was tempted to do these over again, but I decided against it. I just left it the way it is. But it's okay. At least I've learned something anyway. Okay, this one here on the left is called Tissue Paper Background. This is where we use tissue and acrylic paint. This one here on the right is called Inchies, and this is where we made some inchies. I love these. This here on the left is called Circles Background, and what we did is we created a background with a lot of circles and then added some more circles on top. And I titled mine Light Up Your World, and I got a little light bulb here at the top. The one on the right here is called Houses, and what we did here is cut out paper and created a little house, a roof, and so on, and then painted a background and added all that onto the background, and it was fun. This one here is my favorite. This is called Whimsical Birds, and I really love it. Now, everything that I've done here, I pretty much followed Cathy's process because I really love the way hers turned out. And so I think this one here is one of my favorites. Let me skip over to the next one. This one here is called Masking Technique, and this was really a lot of fun. And I used a flower punch to do the masking, and with the flowers that I had left over, I went ahead and just did another page right here. And so that's what this is about, and I titled this one Trial and Error. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. The one on the left here is called Torn Paper Strips, and we tore up paper and did some doodling. And the next one is called Easy Handmade Art Journal, and this is a little art journal that I made. And the cover, the way we did the cover is use torn paper strips, and that's what I've done here. And I used some saran wrap papers that I made. And then I did some doodling and made a little art piece titled right there. And there's the back side. And I used it's a box that my watercolors came in from Koi, and that's what I used, and I followed the process that Cathy did. The only thing I did different is I added tie back to the spine, and I made it a little bit thicker because I knew I wanted this to be a watercolor art book. and I wanted to make sure that the spine was going to hold up real good. And this is the inside. And these butterflies I made following one of the other Mixed Morsels technique, and it's called butterfly embellishment. And these are some of the butterflies that I had left over from that little step that we did. And I got some pieces of watercolor paper here. So basically this is going to be watercolor art, and I really like the way it turned out, and I can't wait to use it. So this is the Easy Handmade Art Journal book that I did. Okay, going on to the next one. It's called Pana Circles, and that's what this is here on the right. The one on the left here is called Easy Handmade Borders, and what we did is we looked for borders or colors out of magazines or catalogs, and so that's how these borders are made. The one on the right here is called Mosaic Background, and I've never done a mosaic before, and this was a lot of fun for me, and I used my jelly prints here to do this. Okay. The one on the left is called Butterfly Embellishment, and this is where we made our butterflies. And I made the butterflies, and I just added some flowers here on the bottom. The one on the right is where we were using paper napkins and did some stamping, and that's what I've done here. And I titled it Do Small Things with Great Love. The next one is called Fun Wavy Lettering, and that's what this is here on the left. And so I need to really practice on that. This one here on the right is called Silhouettes, and I did some stamping here on the bottom, and I punched some butterflies and just use them like silhouettes here, and title it Rise Up. The next one is called Color Tissue Paper Design, and we cut up tissue paper and made a design, and it's titled Find Joy in the Ordinary. The one on the right is called Doodles, and this is where we did some doodling here. The one on the left is called Outline Lettering, where she was showing us how to do this type of lettering. And the one on the right is called Handmade Painted Tape, and I pretty much used the book page right here is a dictionary paper, and the one on the left is a book, just regular book page. And so I kind of had the same colors on them already, and decided since they were going to be side by side, I would kind of make them a little bit alike. And the handmade painted tape, this is what I made, and I added some 3D puffy paint dots to it, and that's what I used right here. This was a lot of fun, and I made some more. And what I did here is I stamped it, and let's see, it's upside down. Yeah, I stamped it and just run some pan pastels over it. And when I stamped the gold part here with embossing stamp, and I was a little bit impatient waiting for it to dry, so I decided to go ahead and put some embossing powder on it, and I heat set it. And what happened was I heat set it, and that caused the glue from the masking tape to really stick to this wax paper. So yeah, this is really stuck to the wax paper. So it doesn't work with a lot of heat to it, but I used the heat gun just to make the embossing powder stand out, but I can still use it. It kind of turned out okay. So that's my handmade painted tape, and like I said, I'm going to put Cathy's channel link down below, and if you're if you haven't started doing some of these little techniques that she's been showing us and you're interested, check out the channel. The group we're all involved in is huge. I mean, that group is really growing, and everybody's just having a great time doing this. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I hear the thunder, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. Y'all have a great 4th of July weekend. Bye.